Hey guys, how you doing? I just got back from watching The Dark Knight Rises, and let me just tell you right away, it was awesome. I loved it. Best third movie in a trilogy ever. I know some people are going to think Return of the Jedi, maybe Return of the King. Let's get to the story. The story is basically it's been 8 years since The Dark Knight, after the aftermath, I watched all three movies, the other two movies leading up to this one, so it was fresh in my mind. And the way The Dark Knight ends is really cool. So it's a setup for The Dark Knight Rises, even though it's been 8 years. They're still dealing with all the issues that were left over in that one. Bruce Wayne's still kind of messed up, and the plot is basically Bane comes to town to raise havoc, and Batman's got to come out of sort of like a softened state that he's in to fight Bane, and that's the whole core of the movie. At the same time, they explore all the issues of what motivates Batman, why he's so effing crazy. And I really liked what they did with all the characters. I felt like an adult movie. I liked Avengers. It was a good action movie, but it seemed a little too kiddie for me. I like Batman a lot better because it seems a little more adult. This movie is the third in the series, which is an advantage to being the first in the series, but you get to see the final evolution sort of Bruce Wayne and Batman in this movie, and it makes for a good movie. So, all right, the characters in this movie, let's go down the line real quick. John Blake, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I'm really excited to see Looper now. I mean, this guy can be a leading man, no problem. His character, they throw the fans a bone with his character. Really interesting guy. I thought he was going to be kind of a lame addition to the movie, but he's not. Plays really good in the movie. And, he's kind of like the average guy caught up in the middle just like everybody else. Well, he's smarter than the average guy, but like I said, they throw you a bone with his characters, and hopefully that's not a spoiler, but there's been a lot of speculation online. Some pretty cool stuff happens with his character. Second, let's go with Selina Kyle, Catwoman, Anne Hathaway. Way better than I thought also. Makes an awesome Catwoman. I saw one review where they thought she wasn't necessary in the movie, but you could have had another character in her role that wasn't called Catwoman or whatever. They don't refer to her as Catwoman in the movie, but her character kind of mirrors Bruce Wayne in the fact that they both want to get out of the life they're in, that they both can't do what they've been doing forever. So to me, she played an important character, and they pulled the elements of the Catwoman off really good. I liked her a lot. She was a lot better than I thought. I'm not a fan of Anne Hathaway's, but she makes a hot Catwoman, sexy-looking lady. Number 3 is going to be Alfred. All right, so Alfred is sort of like Bruce Wayne's surrogate parent. He's what's left over, and the scenes between him and Christian Bale, and not Christian Bale as Batman, but Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne, I mean, that's some pretty gut-wrenching stuff. I mean, it's really interesting because they get into, Batman's thought process a little more, and, how defensive Alfred is about him, and, how, Batman can't do this forever, and it's really some good stuff. I mean, those scenes were some of my favorites. I thought the drama in this movie kind of outweighed the action, which, is pretty good. So, finally, Bruce Wayne, Batman, Christian Bale. I mean, awesome job as, Bruce Wayne, the way the movie starts and the way he ends. It's just cool. Like I said, this movie is perfect for the third movie in a series because it's the final evolution of Batman. You have the beginning, the center, and then you see what happens when a guy has, led this kind of life. I mean, you can't, in a realistic setting like Nolan sets up, someone cannot live like this forever. So, like I said, it's perfect the way they ended it. I thought it had the greatest ending. The last part of it was the best. All the movies have good endings, but this one the ending was really cool. And they, like I said, they explore Batman's weakness. They explore his mentality. They explore, even in every little subject they've touched on in the other two movies, they completed in this one. So besides that, the action's good. It looks awesome. Lucius Fox is good. All the other supporting characters are good. Of course, it's Christopher Nolan. He's not going to leave anything cheesy or anything. So it all looks good. Plays out awesome. Like I said, it takes a while to get to Batman, but that was good because it's kind of like the build-up. And one of the things that this movie kind of reminded me of, I kept thinking of it when I was watching, was Rocky 3. I know some of you probably haven't seen Rocky 3, but that's the one with Mr. T. And basically the plot is, Rocky's champion, and out of nowhere comes Clubber Lang. Clubber Lang's like the badass guy, and, Rocky's soft. He's been champ for a while, and so, he loses to Mr. T at the beginning, but then, he has to make the comeback at the end, and, everybody's happy. So, a little bit like that, on a lighter note, that's what it kind of reminded me of. But 5 out of 5 stars. This movie is, sick. It's awesome. I want to go see it again right now. I wish I could find an IMAX screen and go watch it, and maybe drink a few beers this time. But, yeah, it's Cool, man. Go see it, guys. All right. And who's your favorite Batman villain out of the three if you've seen this movie? Scarecrow, Ra's al Ghul, the Joker, Two-Face, or Bane? I'm going to say right now it's probably Bane. Once I review all three movies, it's either going to be between Bane and Joker. Of course, Heath Ledger's performance was awesome, but Bane is up there, man. He's a different type of character, but he's a badass. All right, guys. See ya. Bye.